Hi there, I'm a Jester in Black, and this will be Foreign Landed Sky on Maddening difficulty. Alright, let's see what the enemies look like this time around. 35 attack speed. So this is really nasty. This hero has Vantage and Desperation, which means that you have to be really careful if you get his HP into activation range for those. We've got Assassins. They only have 26 attack speed, which isn't... well, that's a sniper. The assassin. There we go. Okay, 43 attack speed. That's about right. The snipers only have 26 attack speed. Next break here we've got Dark Bishops. Steel Strength, they have Death Tomes too, which have crit. Fortress Knights have 54 attack and 43 protection, but that should be crackable. Pegasus Knights with 36 attack speed and 47 attack. Petra will still be able to double that. Although Swordbreaker is kind of painful. Some Paladins with Swordbreaker, 28 attack speed. They're pretty much the same as they were in the last chapter. More of the same. We've got a Bishop with Physic. So I've got to take enemies out in one turn if I don't want him to mess things up for me. Swordmasters with Quick Riposte, 30 crit. 42 attack speed. That's pretty difficult. I don't think even Petra will be able to double the Swordmasters here. This one has 57 attack. Do they all have 57? No. So this one is especially strong. Probably because of Battalion. Yep. That brings us back to the top. I think this guy is the strongest enemy on the battlefield. Now, in order to prevent from losing this map, they sort of do a bait and switch with the objectives. So if you bring your units over here, this triggers a spawn wave over here, and then you have to prevent the spawn wave from reaching, I think, this tile or this tile. So I might want a high mobility unit that can fly, get over there. But I might also want to bring a silent stave user to just silence Hubert, so that way he can't actually do anything to me. Although he probably has unsealable magic now that I think about it. So it used to be impossible to get to this space with Petra, even if you made her an 8-move flyer and used Stride on her. So maybe with the new DLC, boots with +2 mobility, and like the Shoes of Wind, which is another mobility, and Stride and make an 8-move flyer, it might be possible to get to this space and actually win. But I think it's a fake objective, and I'm not going to do it here.
I will prevail.
Now I can put Petra in this forest. She should do fine against everything except for this enemy Dark Mage, who only has 114 hit, and she's got 111 avoid base, so she should be alright. And then I suppose I'll go for the Silver Sword, because I do have her in the Thief class just to get the last experience so she can steal stuff. I don't think there's actually anything to steal on this chapter. Let's check real quick. Not yet. Maybe Hubert will have something when he shows up. Now, this is a mission with an extra deployment slot, so I brought Mercedes around to throw physics around. A lot of sword units here, so Kaspar and Ferdinand probably aren't going to be all that useful.
More fighting. Let's make this quick.
Scythia does have extra dark range, so she can actually hit this Swordmaster from all the way over here. So, I'll take Hades to take him out. Probably not gonna hit. What about Dark Spikes? I can risk it. Wonderful.
It's done.
So, yeah, once you get up to S rank, Dark Magic range +1, still a valuable skill even if you have Thyrsus. Because then she can just attack from pretty much anywhere. Now, if I stride Ferdinand, I can probably get in and out here. Have a stride gambit on anyone? Petra. Dorothea has one, okay.
Sorry.
So I'll use this here to get in some hit and run tactics with my flyers.
Ready for anything.
Probably do it here. Won't double. Smash can get my hit rate into an actually decent level. So I'll go for that. And I will pull Ferdinand back to almost his starting position. I don't want to step into Swordmaster range. But I think I can leave Kaspar here as long as I get the kill.
Put me in there.
His hit rates are shaky at best, though. Looks like it's 105 hit. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is what? 13 move? 12? Not great.
I do this for all of us.
Could go with Bernadetta. But he has advantage and 13 crit. And if I'm going to actually attack him at full force, I won't be dealing enough damage to kill him. So, it looks like I might have to just let him be. Well, that doesn't mean I can do nothing with Kaspar this turn. Make an ineffective attack at one of these units for some experience. Might even burn a physic. Nope. Oh, I can put Kaspar here anyway.
Ready when you are.
So, I did a mistake here. Kaspar can't actually stay here. It's really difficult to tell, but this wall is actually in the attack range of the enemies, but the overlay doesn't really show it very well because it sort of pops out just underneath the wall. So I can't put him there. I could try for the Dark Mage, but that would probably expose him to too much risk, so we'll just go for the Axe experience and then pull him out. This time I will pull him back to somewhere a little bit safer.
What's my strategy?
Should be able to put Byleth right here. He's got 33 attack speed. So the assassin will double her, but that's the only thing that can. And 47 attack. That's gonna do something like 40 damage. 42. If he can hit. I'll go for the Killing Edge to bring my base crit rate up to 84%. Although that drops my attack speed to 31. And then I'll be doubled by the hero, so that might not be the best idea. Silver Sword it is then. I suppose I could go for the Killing Edge if I equip the Speed Ring. Alright, I like that. And now she has 64 evade, which is not perfect, but it's pretty good. Since the hero has good defense, let's try the assassin. If we can do 1 damage, I'll go for it. And there's a level up for Ingrid for doing that 1 damage.
I must
Now she can do
continue my
2
training.
damage. She has all the skills she needs to become a Falco Knight, so that'll be good. And we blocked off the assassin from using pass by having just a cluster of units here.
I'll cut through.
It's a shame to waste this try to pick that, but it did get us some damage in on this guy, and we'll probably bait him towards
I'm
us.
awake.
This is a ballista, so I can put Bernadette on that. I can probably hit some
I'll
things and do
this
some
for all of
damage.
us.
Not very heavy damage, but some. Yeah, her hit rates aren't that great. Now, I think this has renewal. Yeah, so that would be a waste attacking him. Otherwise he'd be a pretty good target. Go for the Dark Mage. Guaranteed to hit. I won't be able to counter kill him with my Swordmaster Petra either.
At your service.
And I'll leave Mercedes where she is. Petra grows stronger
Richard,
still.
I find strength to carry on.
I'm probably gonna have to magic blast those assassins. 0% chance of hitting
No
here.
use.
And there we go, Mastered Thief.
My understanding is complete.
Now for the rest of the chapter, I'll be in a bad class for no reason. Thief isn't a bad class at the time when you get it, but later in the game there are just better options due to sword fare. Alright, so we're not in the best situation here. There's a lot of enemies that can actually get into this fortress and start killing units. Mass assassins, we've got 2 of them. We've got a Dark Bishop. And this one's still a turn out. There's also this sniper. I can take care of this sniper
Ready
with
for
Ferdinand, I'm
anything.
pretty sure. Yeah.
A boon for our future.
I think if I pull him back somewhere like here, he'll be alright if I get rid of all the other enemies.
Let's make this quick.
I don't really like the odds on that. That's overkill.
More fighting.
Where's Dorothea? Stack up. 93. Okay. If I kill this assassin... I need to use Meteor though. Might want to save that. Kind of wastes damage if I don't go for this one. So... I could
I'll
move
cut
Felix. And I could get Dorothea into Thoron range. 88% chance of hitting here. If we kill this assassin, Petra can get down into the Dark Mage and kill that. I don't think she can hit the assassin reliably. Good. That worked out.
This is my stage now. I will prevail.
So if I put Petra right here... Yep, we can take him out before he gets a chance to counter.
Each battle a victory.
That takes care of that. Now we have to take care of this assassin and then we should be fine. But I think our hit rate will be a little higher thanks to Dorothea. It is a little bit risky though. I don't think it's safe to put a unit nearby though, because this assassin can get anyone that I put in 1 range or 2 range. So it looks like I'll have to take this gamble. But it worked out for me.
I've got no time for mercy.
Probably move by left.
What's my strategy?
Let's check. Yep. As long as I take out this hero right next to Byleth, I should be able to keep the fortress safe. Could just use the Iron Sword, don't need to use the Healing Edge here.
I must lead them well.
Don't even need to heal anybody, so far so good. Now, these walls are pretty tricky because it's really hard to see that these are in attack range. I really wish they elevated these like they usually do.
At your service.
But I guess I can start
Put me
moving
in there.
certain units down slightly in preparation of the
I
Great
do this for all
Migration.
of us.
That will probably begin
Ready when you
shortly.
are.
I'm awake. Let's think carefully.
0% hit rate for the Gambit. I love it. Byleth has some serious charm stat, thanks to all of the tea times with Petra. So, she actually manages to outscale the enemy charm here pretty badly. Got lucky with a hit there. And Petra is the thief, so she didn't get the kill there. But once I class her out of it,
I'm really gaining confidence.
that's a nice level up for Marianne, but I probably won't use her that much. She's pretty much here to be a portable vulnerary for free. It doesn't even take an action to use. Adjutant Heal is not a bad skill at all. Got a Fortress Knight, we can probably take that out with Dorothea. Yes. So then we have these other units as well. The Assassin will probably require a mage like Lysithea, and even then it might be a little bit of a gamble. Hopefully this works. I think she'll be safe as long as we hit. Yeah, we're good.
You lost that one.
Beautiful.
Aspire to be my
Magic,
best.
Dex, and Speed. That's an ideal offensive level up for her. I don't think Petra can get this kill, but she can get this one. Byleth, I think Byleth should be able to get this kill with the Killing Edge, although it's a game of odds, but it's something like a 78% chance. Wow, no crit there with double 50s. That's too bad. But at least she didn't take a counter. Even if she did, it would have missed probably. I can put Petra here, and that moves her a little bit towards our objective. And go for Sword Dance to make this risk-free with the Iron Sword.
Witness frigid pride.
Then Dorothea can take this one out, and I suppose Linhardt can take this one out. Probably. If I use Wind, he's probably guaranteed to hit.
It's win or die.
Ah, still in this hero's range. That's the giant purple space. I could potentially give that to Bernadetta. Let's see about that. Not quite. She's a little bit short on damage, but we can give her a hit anyway. Get some experience with her. I've done some very strange things with her as a unit. I've given her basically almost all of the rank she needs to become a Falco Knight, but also gotten her bow rank up to B+. Like, she could be either a sniper or a bow knight. Kind of odd. And if I put Linhardt here, he does have Vantage, so this is not safe to do. means I'll probably need a flyer. That's not going to cut it. But if I use a combat art with a silver lance or slayer, yeah, that'll do, as long as we hit.
Prepare yourself.
So the nice thing about Vantage
I shall
Desperation
not stray.
is Desperation is, if it's a
You're
player skill, it's player
relentless.
phase only. If it's an enemy skill, it's enemy phase only.
You saved me.
Because otherwise, taking a, you know, Vantage Desperation attack there would have gotten Ingrid killed. Might be beneficial to leave someone sort of centrally located, but I guess if I'm only a couple spaces off, it's fine. Now what turn are we on? Turn 4? The only thing over here is this enemy Dark Mage. I can cut through here and go straight to that position. I think I do have to worry about bunch of enemies that spawn from over here though. So if I move quickly, I should be able to beat them, although I've really sort of delayed taking these enemies out up here. Linhart has Blessing, not Stride. Dorothea has 1 Stride left. Sounds right. So I think if I use that now...
Thank you. Much needed.
that should allow us to get into position to do what needs to be done. I can always heal her at range. He can't crit me. This is safe. Might want to go with a rapier, so that way if the Fortress Knight decides to come for me, I can take him out probably.
I fight for justice's name.
Yeah, he's gonna gambit her, but she'll probably survive being gambited and won't even take any damage. I'm a little hesitant to put Kaspar that close to the front lines, but there aren't really that many other beneficial positions to put him in. Especially if the enemies ambush spawn me. I don't think that they will, since this is like an Acheron spawn, but if they do, it could potentially get us in trouble. That gets our flyers out there. Gets my left halfway down the map. I think I can get Lysithea over here and take out this Fortress Knight. I love that range. I don't think mages even suffer an accuracy penalty for attacking at like range 5 from like archers do. Kind of unfair. They also ignore terrain. They're like the true snipers of this game. Don't have to have Linhart close, but if he is, he can potentially throw a blessing up on Petra.
Inspired.
Let's try something.
Hopefully this fails. Okay, that means that we don't have to sit there with Petra for a turn, or burn or restore with Linhart. I mean, I had the resources so that even if it hit, it would have been fine. But it keeps her battalion health up and saves me a little bit of gold when it doesn't hit. Alright, so this is enemy bishop plus 2 swordmasters hiding. Swordmasters? Oh, this is a sniper, not a swordmaster. Okay, that explains why the range is so big. So if I want to go in here, I have to take out the sniper stay out of range of the Sword Master. So it doesn't look like I can take out his bishop from melee. Could try it with like Lysithea Luna maybe. It looks like that'll provoke a bunch of attacks from there. But I can reach from here. I'll try it. It was worth a shot. I think I have hammers on Ferdinand and Kaspar. At least Kaspar doesn't get doubled. Only 37 damage with Helm Splitter, so Ferdinand first. That was unfortunate, but we can heal him right up.
I will see this war through. I will not
Now,
let down my guard.
Ferdinand probably gets doubled by the Pegasus, but he does have Ants Breaker. I really wish I could check his stats right now, because then it would be a guessing game. I guess I will pull him out of the range here, just to keep him safe. Although I'm not sure that I need to. And if this bishop decides to attack Lysithea, he'll probably lose that trade. That's fine. You know, Petra won't be doubled by this. She'll survive one hit. So I can probably warp her into that bush. Need to move Kaspar first, though. Let's see, Kaspar's 25 protection, and we're looking at 47 attack. That'll do slightly less than 50 damage, even if it does double. So I can bait with Kaspar here. Go for the Killer Axe, just so that way I have a chance of getting this kill. Yeah, that's okay. And it's warp time. That's a little bit shorter than I need it to be.
Thank you.
Nice level up
I'm
from
growing.
healing with Dorothea here.
At what cost?
So I will continue marching with the rest of my army. I think I might need to wait a turn to actually warp.
Back to the fray.
Alright, so I think what the right play might be here in order to get into range to warp her into this forest is put Petra in this Pegasus Knight's range. She'll be able to survive. She might get hit, but she'll be alright. And then next turn, take Lynn Hart, warp her from there. Don't need to use a physic for 1 HP. He could have bit her there. Kind of unfortunate. She can't even kill with Luna. No fiendish blow. %4 hit rate here. Even with Swordbreaker, Petra can still dodge. Okay, that baits them. As long as I take out the Dark Mage, we're okay. As long as no one else is in range of the sniper anyway. Let's see what we can do. Alright, so that's not quite as great as I was hoping it would be. We can probably get this 1 HP down with Bernadetta. As long as we curve shot. That frees up Lysithea.
A little scratch won't stop me.
Then if I can bring her to bear on this damage situation down here, we might be able to take out an additional unit. And I one-shot the sniper. Yes, it needs dark spikes from here. Might be more beneficial to go for the Dark Mage, but I don't think I can one-shot him without taking a gamble like Luna. 78%. Alright, so 52 attack versus Lysithea will kill her in one hand. So it looks like I need to take out all of these enemies if I'm going to use Lysithea here. And that should be doable. Alright, I've got it. So I should be able to take out all 4 of these enemies, but it's going to require a few tricks. And a little bit of luck as well. So I should be able to take out this enemy sniper with the dark spikes from Lysithea. That went okay. So far so good. One down. Free to go. I should be able to take out this enemy Dark Mage with Petra. He does have a crit chance on me, so I might want to go for the Killing Edge. Just to reduce the odds of him getting that second attack off. Or his counterattack off, rather. Alright, he didn't crit me.
Each battle a victory.
So it's 2 down, 2 to go. This should work as long as Ferdinand hits with his 99%.
No time for pity.
Alright, 3 down, 1 to go. And I can't reach with Byleth. I can reach with Kaspar, but Kaspar cannot get the kill. So in order to get this, I'm going to have to actually warp in Dorothea. And then she should be able to do double thunder to get this kill. But I will let Kaspar get an attack in first. And then I'll also put him adjacent so his personal skill procs and provides support bonuses.
Only thorns left on this rose.
Alright, there we go, we made it through that. Now hopefully enemies don't ambush spawn me and make me undo all of that.
That helps.
We're on turn 7. We've sort of splintered into 2 groups here due to all of the striding and warping that got this group ahead. So it would be nice to catch up to them with our support units so they don't get caught. There's a Cavalier. 28 attack speed and 49 attack. I think Ingrid might be able to take that. Nope, she's not fast enough. At least not with the Horse Slayer. If I gave her a sword, she'd probably lose out on the trait, so Ferdinand is probably the right choice here. I'll give him the Horse Slayer just for giggles. It'll actually do more damage, but the hit rate is worse, so the expected value there is a little bit worse. Might actually be a little bit better to give him, let's say, a Silver Axe for temporary use. Yeah, then the enemy has a less chance of hitting him as well. And then we'll just move the rest of our army up, ready to provide support. Looks like he'll go for Ferdinand. So I can put Petra in the forest, and that should be fine. And we got a guaranteed hit there. Alright, so I think we are approaching the line in the road, which, if we cross, will spawn Hubert and friends. And he's gonna catch us out. So, Hubert spawns here, and he has a meteor tome, which means anyone within, like, 10 range of him who doesn't have a godly amount of HP or resistance is dead. Definitely want to get away from there. The middle of the map is still currently controlled by these enemies, which means I don't really have the ability to run to the center here. And I do have this paladin to deal with, so that's the immediate concern. I'll attack him with Kaspar. That seals his defense. So that should enable Ingrid to come right over here and take him out with a Horse Slayer. Night Kneeler's more likely to hit.
You took me lightly.
If I do a hit and run on this sniper, I will be able
Ready for anything.
to stay out of the Swordmaster's range. Actually, if I attack him from here, I will as well. But I'll have to kill him. And hit rates are more than a little bit shaky there.
Let's make this quick.
Can we take him out with Lysithea? Not with Miasma. With Dark Spikes we might be able to. It's a little risky. I'll try it. Alright.
You lost that one.
Takes care of that. That gives us somewhere to hide our weaker units. At least temporarily.
I do this for all of us. At your service.
I'll cut through.
More fighting.
Now, I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to deal with all the enemies, so there's assassins and flyers that spawn up here. There are paladins and like a sniper that spawns with Hubert, and there are paladins and warriors that spawn up here, and I have to keep Hubert from getting to this space. I could put Petra here, and Petra would probably hold her own just fine until the enemies with Swordbreakers and Silver Lance get to her. Then, because she won't have the advantage of a forest range, she might be in trouble. And closing on Hubert in order to kill him is the hard part of dealing with him, as well as avoiding being killed by Meteor initially. I think even Petra gets one shot, but Dorothea, Lysithea, and maybe even Linhardt should be safe to sit right in his range for tanking that Meteor. And I think it might be a little bit iffy with Byleth,
What's my strategy?
so I definitely don't want to trigger his spawn until I'm ready, and have everyone safely out of the way. There's an enemy Swordmaster, and could potentially attack him with Lysithea. That's a little risky. Gonna have the Dark Spikes to get the kill. Might as well move some other units closer. That way we can at least provide support bonuses. Maybe if I fly Kaspar up there, or him next to him, that'll make things easier. Ingrid can probably tank the meteor as well. And they come on their own after a certain amount of time as well. But at least I'm in a better position. And I get all of my units.
This little diplomatic errand to Bridget just got interesting. It seems we have some special guests. Capture the road ahead before they reach it.
If they are blocking the road, I will not have the ability to be seeing my grandfather. I must be moving quickly.
Right, so if Hubert reaches that square, or this really fast assassin reaches that square, or this Falco Knight reaches the square, that's a chapter loss. So I'm going to try to capture that with Petra. And I'm going to bait Hubert's meteor with someone who can take a 64 magical attack. And I'm going to have to probably just be ready to counterattack these when they actually do approach me here. So, to start things off, I think I should try to take out this Swords Master. And there are more enemies now, so I have to be careful that I don't step into their ranges. I think I'm going to attack here because I won't hit. But just being next to him provides a support bonus, so Lysithea becomes a little bit stronger. So when we pull the Dark Spikes out, we can get this kill 88% of the time. There we go.
I've got no time for mercy.
You have Bernadetta. She should be able to take out one of these flyers. But I can't really leave her in flyer range. Looks like his meteor range has overlap with these enemies as well. That makes baiting it a little bit tricky. What I think I should do is find a space where they can't reach, but he can, and it looks like this one right here will do. 40 plus 38, so Linhardt should be able to survive this just fine. I put Petra here. Ideally I'd put her in the forest, but I better be careful that the enemy can't take a forest, because otherwise that might make things more difficult than they have to be. This hero can. If I go right there, can he get behind me? Yeah, it looks like he can. So maybe doing this on the open terrain is a better idea. I think we'll give her the rapier so that way she can counter the Fortress Knight. The durability on that's a little low and there are horses coming, so maybe the Killing Edge might be a better idea. So now she's got 140 avoid, she should be fine. Blaze might hit her, but as long as the Armor Knight doesn't go first, that should be fine. I think I can do hit and runs on these horses, potentially, if I put my flyers into position. But I also want to be ready on this side for those flyers to approach. The flyers are much more dangerous than the ponies, just because they can reach further. I'll move Dorothea right into the forest by one, so that way she can move a little further this way, and still move about the same out this way. I'll have my left ready to go on this side. I think Ferdinand might be useful against these flyers. It'll also be useful against the cavalry. I'll hide Bernadetta in these forests. Maybe even this one. Guess the thicket's better.
Brigid is a vassal of the Empire. You will not turn them against us.
And Linhard is the strongest defensive mage I've got, so that didn't kill him. It didn't even hit by Leth either. So that gets rid of the meteor. Excellent, that's a kill for Petra.
My heart burns with pride.
Looks like I have to use the rapier to break his defense.
I will win.
Always sad to see a crit do no damage. It's gonna miss.
No use.
Alright, he's got archers and ponies. So lots of enemy mobility on the field right here. Looks like these are all flying towards the center. Hopefully I've got enough offensive power to deal with that. Alright. There are a lot of enemies heading towards this square. I want to get Petra over there in order to defend the square. Might be better if I can kill the enemies that are coming for her. I think if I put her in the forest here, she's got pretty decent odds. So I'll give her the rapier for now. That way she'll be able to deal with the Fortress Knight and the Cavalier a little bit better. On this front, things are a little bit dicey. I need some relatively unlikely events to happen. I need to hit with this Fusillade. And then Gambit these 3 down, because I don't think I can kill all 5 of these this turn. And then I need to either kill or Gambit this Falco Knight and this Pegasus Knight.
Ready for anything.
And if I were to put Hand Axe on Ferdinand here, got a Hand Axe on Kaspar,
Let's make this quick.
and go for an attack with Lysithea using Luna. My hit rate here is also not that great.
Ready when you are.
I might be able to hit with a Gambit against this one with Ingrid. That'll effectively kill it. Then I would need to hit the Falco Knight with a little bit more damage than I think I can get. My hit rate wouldn't be quite as high. So this is going to involve some risk. I don't like 60%. 60% is not quite good enough. Is there a way that I can get Dorothea up here and rally? I'll have to move Lysithea first. Alright, so I think my plan will be Gambit this one, and then Luna this one. And if I'm going for the Gambit, I will want Rally Charm from Dorothea first. Should make our hit rate be just fine. So I want to put my units in a position where they can support the Gambit here, as well as the attack here.
Put me in there.
And I think I can do that with Kaspar by moving him here. We can even try to get some damage in. Maybe opening our options up a bit. Nice.
And I'll keep getting stronger.
And then he's got a Hand Axe equipped, so if I put him right here, that lowers his Falco Knight's evade. It also makes it so that he's supporting this attack as well. And then I can do something similar with Ferdinand if I put him here. I might actually be able to get the kill with Ferdinand here. Yeah. I will take this 4% risk. Alright, that's one less thing to worry about.
I'll take all the strength I can get.
And then I think I will sit him right here. He won't be providing as much support as Kaspar for this whole gambit maneuver, but that should be okay because we might be able to take this one out. So if I gambit here, we're looking at a 55% hit rate. Not great. If we go for the attack, 62. So if I put Bernadetta in range, and also Ingrid, that should be fine. Or less risky anyway. So I'll put Bernadetta here. Go for the Fusillade. It probably will hit.
We'll work together.
Let's shake things up.
I love that gambit so much. It's got a great AoE, and you can use it from range. So, Ferdinand needs to take 40 damage next turn, or be able to in order to survive, but that's fine. Looks like he should be able to do that. I think this is in Bernadetta's range, so we're getting a support bonus there. And then if I go for the Luna, we're looking at an 80% hit rate. I can risk the Luna, and then if the Luna fails, I can Rally Charm, and then try Reversal with Ingrid from this base. And I'll have, I think, a triple support there as well. So I think that gets our supports into the position we need in order to get this to work out. So let's try this first. See if it works. Alright, that went well.
It's done.
So that deals with a rather tricky situation with a lot of really fast units. I do want to pull Dorothea up here because she's probably one of the few units who will actually be able to hit these assassins when they remain in the forest. She could hit them now, but she can't get a kill, so I'm not going to waste the meteor. I might need it in an emergency. We have Ingrid. What might I be able to do with her? I could trade blows for a little bit of damage. But I'd have to use the Iron Sword to avoid being doubled, I think. Use Grounder. That'll do some pretty serious damage. And then if I Fusillade this Pegasus Knight next turn, I will actually probably be able to get the kill. 3 times 2. 27 attack speed versus 32. I was not doubled because of Darting Blow. So that was an error.
Ready when you
Alright.
are.
I can probably do some good with Ingrid up here as well. I might be able to do more over here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So I should be able to get in and out. And let's say I go with Night Kneeler on a Horse Slayer. Can take the damage. Not likely to hit, but if I hit, I'll do good damage. Let's see what else we might be able to do. Likely to hit at least. I don't think I'll be able to do much good against these assassins. No, they're just a little too fast. So I'll go for the javelin attack, and that might get this enemy into kill range for Ferdinand, maybe? Oh, he's got 59 attack. He could probably take care of her just by himself. So maybe the right play is to go for a little bit of damage on the assassin here. Now on this side we do have Cavaliers. Byleth will double them. Byleth will also be hit by them in all likelihood. So if I'm going to bait with Byleth, I should be at the limit of their range.
What's my strategy?
Looks like where she is just fine. She'll also be attacked by an archer, but the archer probably will miss her because she's in a thicket.
Is it too late to run?
I want to save that physic just in case I decide to do something a little risky here, but I don't think I will. I will pull
Very
Mercedes back and have her heal Linhardt here.
I'm away.
And I definitely want Linhardt out of enemy range. Guess he won't actually be able to do anything if I'm just going to wait on this turn. I will have Felix ready to go here. So that way we can do
I'll cut
some
through.
contribution of damage towards killing those enemies. And then Byleth with a killing edge should be able to do just fine here. Here comes the enemy assassin. I'm gonna have to block the square with Petra. If she gets surrounded here, that might be a problem. I might need to use a meteor in order to remove one of these units. That's an automatic miss. Looks like the Cavalier's gunning for the location that I need to protect.
Let's try this.
That might hit. But it didn't, so that's good. Yep, so Petra's surrounded. She's a little bit away from her goal. Killed the Pegasus Knight. So I may need to
More fighting.
do something here in order to ensure that she can reach her objective. So I'm gonna have to bless her in order to get this to work. While I'm throwing blessings around, I might as well position as many units as I can to receive the benefit. Felix can probably do it as well. That'll actually make him able to survive quite a bit. So here we go, we're going to have to use a blessing
So helpful.
so that I can sit in the enemy range with Dorothea and survive after blowing a meteor.
Winning is what matters.
Looks like only the enemy sniper can reach her. Well, that should be alright. Then I can put Petra right here. As long as no one has any reversals or anything, she should be fine. Although, there are quite a few enemies with Swordbreaker, so I definitely need to use her alert stance. And I'm gonna have to bank on a void there. On this front, I need to take these assassins out, and I've already used one of my mages, so that's probably going to come down to Lysithea,
I do this for all of us.
and maybe a Gambit. What do our Gambit hit rates look like? 100%? Well, that's pretty good.
Let's make this quick.
So, I'll go over here with Lysithea, and... if I equip maybe a
Ready for
hand
it.
axe, I can get the hit rate up here. Actually, I have a hit rate here with Ferdinand. That's fine. I'll leave him there to provide the support bonus.
Put me in there.
Kaspar, same idea. I'll do it for the experience anyway. Not gonna hit. But then I can put him here. That should pretty much guarantee this hit, I think. 80%. Well, I could use Ingrid. Do it for the experience. And then, let's try this now. 83%, so that's about as good as we're gonna get.
I will not die yet.
That deals with that, and then Fusillade, and next turn I'll try to do pretty much the same thing.
We'll ensnare them with ease.
I've got it!
I really wish I had Imposer with Bernadetta. That'd be really helpful right about now. Alright, so that takes care of the assassin. Can Byleth survive an attack from Hubert? I don't think so. 59 attack. Okay. As long as he doesn't crit. It's 47 magic, so... yeah, I really can't afford to be hit. And I would have to put myself in his range in order to attack these enemy snipers. I think it's best to lure them a little bit closer. We're going for this. I'll equip the Iron Sword for a little bit more void.
Let's go.
0 hit rate with a Gambit here. So that means they'll only get one more space to attack from. Dorothea will survive here because she has a blessing. Whoa, she didn't even need it. But that's just because I got lucky. It's best to prepare for the worst and hope for the best. Yep, he'll probably miss Felix. Looks like the enemies don't want to attack Petra. Are they afraid of her? That could be. If there's anyone to be afraid of, she would be the unit to be afraid of here. Though I think if I use Lysithea, got a mid-80s% chance of hitting here, so that's pretty good. Let's try to get a little experience first. At least with Ingrid. Other units can probably contribute in a more meaningful way. I think I'll put Kaspar adjacent. We actually hit with that. Alright, so now our hit rate should be pretty high. I think I can go one space further even. still get this off. 93%.
I've got no time for mercy. I'm not there yet.
She keeps getting the magic at least. Alright, so then we have Bernadetta and Ferdinand free. I might actually be able to use Ferdinand next turn if I position him well this turn. Now I'm out of Hubert's range here. I can take this attack with Felix. Hit rate's not great. So our sword probably will do the most damage. My left is a little bit too far away. I suppose I'll try it. Although maybe I should be using Alert Stance with Felix instead here.
Is this the final act?
Maybe I can get a kill with Dorothea from safety. Reasonably likely. If I do it from behind the position where Felix is currently standing, that should be okay. There's just a bunch of Poison Strike archers, so I feel they need to up Felix's avoid here. Looks like I can't quite get far enough away there. Could be used another meteor. If I take out some of these horses, that would be great, but I don't think I'll be able to. There's too many enemies in meteor range. If I hit this corner, I'll be able to hit 2 of them. No kill, so might be better to save it for an emergency or blow it on Hubert maybe. Looks like I can't reach Hubert. Now, let's say I were to use Physic on Dorothea.
Sweet of you.
Will that allow me to be a little more bold in my attacks? No, she'll still get double. Okay. Well, I tried. I guess it's time to regroup with her.
Exquisite timing.
If I bring Ferdinand around, I can potentially start taking out horses with him. So that might be a little bit iffy without a stride gambit, but with a hand axe, he'll at least be able to get in. And then I definitely want to wait with Petra here. Unlikely to hit. If it does, I'll survive. Yep, that missed Felix, so that's good. Gambling a little bit with odds there. I'm also in Hubert's range. Could go for the Thoron. I'll go for it. Alright, that takes out most of his HP. We just need to land a solid hit on him. And I can actually go into the convoy and pull out the Creator Sword to use this on him. He does get Vantage. He does have a little bit of crit as well. But I'll probably win this. Need some healing though.
Watch and learn.
Oh, you missed, so you don't need the healing after all.
This could turn the tides.
And we get a level up for Byleth from that.
There is still room for improvement.
Not bad, all the defensive stats except for HP. Can lure the enemy towards me with Felix here. I probably don't want to allow Hubert to get over to Petra because he could potentially kill her. There are quite a few enemies over there. I guess Ferdinand won't be able to be quite as free as I thought he might be. So I would like to cut a path all the way over to Hubert. But in order to do that, I will need to remove all of the enemies in the way. That's 22 attack speed, so I think she avoids being doubled. Nope, that's not. Unless I go for the iron bow. I suppose I could warp Byleth here. Alright, I'm going to go for the Hubert kill next turn, I think. And I'll probably have to warp someone next to him and attack with all my might. I'm going to try to move as many of my attacking units as I can within as close distance to him as I can here. Get Mercedes out of the way. He's able to heal still and potentially tank a hit, but not much beyond that. I can try for this kill with Lysithea, which should help things go a little bit smoother.
You lost that one.
I definitely want to wait with Petra here. Rapier's running a bit low on uses, but there's still plenty of reasons around her to keep it equipped. Right, there goes Hubert. That missed, which is good. Probably get to Kanto away now. Nope. Alright, that's it for this turn against Petra. So if I warp next to Hubert, I'm going to take quite a few attacks. I've let him get a little bit too close. Unless I were to warp someone like Lysithea near him. I could try for the Luna. And then I can warp her away with Linhardt. That might be viable. Also try to get chip damage and get the kill with someone else. Let's see, Petra has 114 base avoid. Byleth has 51. But if I put Byleth in a forest and put her in a position where she can only be attacked by a few enemies, let's say right here, I'll have to take maybe a few attacks. At most 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the odds are probably not that far out of my favor if I do that, but it is a little bit risky. Definitely much more risky than if I were to attack with Lysithea. So I'm going to try for this kill here, I think. I don't like the odds. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I could draw him back. Let's see if Ferdinand can get this kill. A little short. I could gambit. Not gonna work. Alright, so since Lysithea isn't going to be able to hit Hubert reliably here, I'm going to move Dorothea right here. There's one enemy sniper who might be able to hit her and double her, but she has a blessing on, so that's fine as long as we get the Hubert kill here. And I will go for Thoron. And that'll provide a score bonus. Also chipped his HP down a little bit, which means I could potentially fly in with Ferdinand and get the kill, I think. It would be a little bit risky, but we can have a 90% chance of killing him. Which is a little better than Lysithea's 66% chance of getting him with a Luna. So I think I will try that instead. Here we go.
No more I can do here. Troops, remember your orders. I must withdraw.
Wyvern Lord is a pretty good class. Now, Ferdinand will be attacked by tons of enemies because he's in all of their ranges, but I can warp him out with Linhardt. Or draw him back with Linhardt, which is a little bit cheaper. Looks like the archer can reach here. So I may need to use a warp on Linhardt himself after doing the drawback. Yeah. I might also need to warp Ferdinand after all, but I can reach him with Lysithea from here safely at least. And I don't really have to put him anywhere that far away, just there should do. And now I definitely want to wait with Petra again. And I should probably try to start chipping away at these other enemies. Probably don't want to bait a Swordbreaker enemy with Byleth here. Looks like I can bait a single Cavalier, Kaspar. Kaspar will get doubled. So 25 protection versus 49 attack. I'll need to be at full HP to survive, I think. And he's not, so I'll put him there for now.
No use.
Petra's safe.
Fire beats water.
And the assassin's dead. And I think the music changes as a result of that too. And we get a level up for Petra. And it's a good level up too.
Hard work is a friend to count on.
I won't let.
I don't think I'll really use Marianne that frequently. Her stats don't really matter that much. Nice, there's another horse down. Dorothea will survive this, one way or another. Looks like she dodged it, so we don't have to pop the blessing. Nice, she double dodged. It's nice to see a 4% hit rate on an enemy with Swordbreaker Plus.
Each battle a victory.
0 hit rate. Zero hit rate. These enemies are just completely outclassed by Petra. Looks like the enemy has changed their AI type to sort of wander around the map now that the square can no longer be claimed by an enemy commander. It's kind of interesting. We should be able to manage this many enemies just fine. And I think I can even go in for attacks here with Petra pretty safely.
You are in my way! My heart burns with pride.
And then I can probably use a Dorothea Thoron to take out this, well, she's got such huge range in Meteor that it's kind of hard to get it to do what I want. But I should be able to take out this sniper with her. Probably also do it with Ferdinand. That seems a little less risky.
This is the cost of war.
Then I can move him into a position where only one of these can attack him, I think. Oh, they won't double him, so he should be fine. On this front, I can probably take out this Fortress Knight with Dorothea Double Thunder.
Will this ever end?
And over here I can use Lysithea. Looks like I need the Dark Spikes that I used up in order to get the kill here, so we'll try with Hades maybe. Not quite. That's alright. We do have plenty of other units around to get the chip damage we need. And we'll move close for the support bonus. Perfect.
No time to slow down.
Alright, so I think we have... Alright, we've got 6 enemies left. And I should be able to get in with a Knight Kneeler and out with Ingrid again. Or Slayer, Knight Kneeler. With the right setup, she can do pretty good damage, even though her stats are kind of below the average line for my party at this point. I could probably warp Byleth over there if I really want to.
I think I'm improving.
More magic is always good. And let's see, Silver Sword, not quite enough, so we might need to use combat art. Grounder, that'll get the kill.
I must lead them well.
So I'm going to retreat with Mercedes here so she doesn't get got. And we've got 3 Sword Masters and 1 Warrior. Petra will kill the Warrior on enemy phase, and then I can send Petra up this way to help deal with them. And maybe do attacks from afar. Eventually, with a bunch of our chip damage flyers, and maybe even Byleth.
With all for justice's name.
And the really scary thing is Petra's a thief now. She wasn't even a sword master for this mission, so if she had the extra speed and attack power, she would have been even more dangerous. Alright, we get a free heal there, so Ryleth couldn't get this kill. That means that we should be able to get it with Ingrid. Looks like the thicket makes that problematic. It might have a better hit rate. And I suppose I will bring Kaspar up this way and try to get it with him.
Attack at your own risk.
He's so close to level 30, but he's not quite there yet. Advance with Petra, and I will heal Byleth, and then advance with Byleth.
Well done.
I think if I go Iron Sword Plus and the Speed Ring, attack speed's 38, which should avoid being doubled here. Just off. If she had one more speed, she would have been fine. So I guess I will hold off on that until next turn, when Petra is available. I'll keep Dorothea and Lysithea close by in case I need them to hit enemies that are hiding in thickets. Because magic ignores terrain, which is really great, or really bad, depending on if you're the one using the terrain or not. I'll go for this. It's not like he'll be able to heal. And then he should have a 0% chance of hitting Petra, so he'll be fine right where she is. Might even counter kill him. Could try the Sublime Creator Sword attack here. It's pretty likely to work, but then I need 20 more damage. Well, if I do this 19 more times, it'll do it. Guess a few more if I'm gonna miss. So I'll let Petra do her thing, and then we'll see if the enemy's still alive on enemy or player phase next turn.
No use.
Alright, so nothing interesting happened there. You can get a guaranteed hit in with Dorothea here. That one's unlikely to hit, so we'll go with this one instead. I think that also breaks his quick riposte. I'll just go for the silver sword here. It's not likely to hit, especially unlikely to crit. If Byleth gets the crit.
It won't be in vain.
I've still got hidden talents.
One step closer to victory.
Getting up to a 50% hit rate here. The enemy can't hit Petra, which is fine. Try another javelin attack, just for some lance experience here. He only has a 65% hit rate, which is not that good. I think if I move Kaspar adjacent, we might be able to get our hit rates up to something reasonable. It's just Rax experience. I know it's gonna miss. Ferdinand here as well, and that should get our hit rate up to 100% if we're going to use Grounder. Nope, 82%. But that's reasonable. I think if I move Dorothea or Scythia closer, we might have even better odds. And I can also take another shot at the kill.
I've got no time.
If that missed, I could have done Petra's Grounder attack there. Looks like I can't bait him out of the forest terrain here, but I can make it so that Petra's in a forest with Alert Stance Plus, so he's definitely not going to hit her.
Thanks for helping.
We'll just get a little experience with Linhardt, and maybe we'll be able to get Bernadetta close enough to attack, but I doubt it. That's fine. And hit with Thoron with Dorothea here. Well, sometimes you miss. That's okay. I don't think Petra's hit rate here is very good. But if I get the hit rates up, I can also do sort of the same thing I did last turn. Just plow my units in to get the support bonuses going. And then our hit rate might actually become pretty solid, 100%. And then we've got a 94% chance with Miasma. We might actually be able to kill with some other spell, maybe Luna. 79% chance of getting the kill. I'll take the low risk version because Petra can hit him. Looks like I'm out of warps with Linhardt. Otherwise I would warp Byleth adjacent to Petra for the bonus experience. It's fine. Got a 95% chance of winning here, so I'll take it. And it's a crit.
Witness frigid pride.
I'm really gaining confidence.
You're in good form. It is done.
So at least the enemy spawns are not ambush spawns here. If they were, that would make this chapter really difficult. They are still pretty tough units to deal with, and there are a lot of fast units, and that's typically how Maddening mode makes things so difficult. And the forest terrain tiles plus the high speed makes it rather hard to hit certain units. Luckily, mages do ignore terrain bonuses, and I had a few of them kicking around, so it worked out. This one is definitely harder on Maddening than it was on any other difficulty, but it's just a difficult chapter sort of due to the layout of it all. And as a reward, you also get the Bridget Hunters here, which are one of the, I think, 2 battalions in the game that give 20 Avoid. So that's a good reason to leave Byleth as a Swordmaster instead of putting her as a Falco Knight, because the winged version of Avoid battalions don't give quite as much of a total Avoid bonus, which means you can't stack your Avoid to make the enemies always miss you like I've done with Petra here quite as easily. Thanks for watching. In the next one, there will be more paralogs. Until then.